CPR Products distributes epoxies, polyurethanes, carbon fiber, and associated materials for the waterproofing and foundation industry. In this program, we're going to outline the use of carbon fiber to reinforce a wall that has been weakened by lateral pressure, bowing or leaning less than 2 inches. We now need to determine which product is appropriate. The carbon beam will provide support along the entire length of the wall, locking it into place. It keeps the inside of the wall from stretching. If it cannot stretch, it will not bow. In the case of this basement, however, we're going to prevent the bow from ever happening in the first place. We're going to be using our GSM 300 bidirectional carbon fiber for this project. The toes, or fibers, run at 0 degree by 90 degree horizontally and vertically, supporting the stress in multiple directions. The thousands of individual fibers, when bonded with epoxy, will be multiples times stronger than the concrete. We will cut to fit these beams on site, so our solution goes from the bottom of the wall to the top. Another product that CPR Products offers is the 150 GSM carbon fiber. This beam has the toes that run vertically, also preventing inward pressure. The guideline that we're going to use is to place beams of carbon fiber vertically at 4 foot on centers, with the option to put them closer if necessary. The top of the wall is going to be mounted to the deck, or everything above the sill plate, with steel L brackets. These are going to be affixed to the vertical floor joists. After we install the L brackets at the top of the wall will be supported by the slab at the bottom and the brackets at the top, and any pressure will be concentrated at the center. So our solution needs to be top to bottom to prevent any movement. Number one is to understand the products that we're about to use from a safety perspective. The safety and technical data sheets are on our website if you don't have access to printed copies. Always read and understand these materials you're going to be working with prior to start. Now that I have marked where the carbon fiber fabric will be placed, I'm going to grind the wall surface. We want to open the pores of the concrete to allow the bonding epoxy to saturate the prepared surface area. After we finish profiling the surface, we're going to vacuum it so we can get any dust out so we get maximum adhesion with our epoxy resin. At this point, we're going to do a visual inspection to identify any low areas or voids, like right here. We're going to fill these with number 500 structural epoxy gel. Number 500 is a 2-part epoxy that mixes 1:1. It does not need to cure before continuing with carbon fiber installation. Mix what you need and fill the voids without overspreading the gel, as we want as much concrete adhesion as we can. Scrape off the excess to make sure you're flush with the wall. Apply bonding epoxy before structural epoxy gel cures. We want them to work together for bonding adhesion. Now, we simply cut the carbon fiber fabric to fit our layout. Scissors is the best method to cut the carbon fiber squarely. Measure and cut on a clean surface so you don't pick up any loose materials with the fabric. The wall is now prepped and our carbon fiber is cut to fit. We're now ready to mix the bonding epoxy. We're using 500 bonding epoxy, which gets mixed at a 2:1 ratio. We will be using our pre-measured 33-ounce units. Empty the small container, part B, into the large container, part A. The paddle mixer on a drill is used to thoroughly combine parts A and B for about 2 minutes. The mixed epoxy will start curing in 20 minutes, depending on room and resin temperature. So only mix what can be used in that amount of time. Never more than 33 ounces total at a time. The mixed epoxy then gets poured into a roller pan. I'll be using a 4-inch pan and a 4-inch medium nap roller. I have spread a drop cloth on the floor to catch any drips. I put a saturating coat on the wall, taking care not to squeeze any of the areas I treated with the structural epoxy gel. I complete the area for 1 beam, set down the roller pan, and pick up my first pre-cut beam. You hang the fabric in place at the top so it falls in your prepared area. Make sure you're aligned vertically on the foundation wall. Once that is completed, starting from the top, press the fabric against the wall and slowly press in. Slide down, going from the middle of the panel and pressing outwards to get rid of any air bubbles. I'm going about 8 to 10 inches at a time, making sure my alignment is staying true. After getting to the bottom and checking for bubbles, you're ready to go back to your roller pan and apply a second coat that will encapsulate the carbon fiber with the bonding epoxy to the foundation wall. This maximizes the bond strength. In order to prevent bubbles, start at the center of the beam and work outside with each roller stroke. Continue this until the full beam is saturated and you have achieved complete surface contact. This procedure is repeated until all the beams have been installed. If you have any product-specific questions, call us here at CPR Products. If you have any site-specific questions, call your local structural engineer for guidance.